Beach Bobcats, and welcome to week 5 of specials. This week's a special week. We're doing a camping theme. So all the videos you're going to see are going to have to do with camping or hiking or human nature. I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun. Today I'm in the Olympic National Forest and I'm about to start my hike. I'll take you on a few of the adventures of this hike, maybe show some pictures, but check out how it starts. It's actually a fallen down tree that they turned into a bridge. It is awesome. Oh, a little dangerous, so I might hold the rail so I don't fall down the cliff. Going up the steps, here's the rail that they made out of other trees. It's a little wet, a little slippery. It might be hard to hear me because this bridge goes over a river. It's kind of a small river though, but it's a long ways down. If you guys plan on going hiking, remember to always take a buddy. You can see mine, that's my brother over there, and my friend Darren. We're having a good time. See my hand on the rail? There we go. And here we go. Finishing this bridge. Wasn't that awesome? Now we're gonna see a few other really cool things on this hike. So let's get cracking. I'm on the Upper Skokomish Trail in the Olympic National Forest. It's an old growth forest, which means the trees are huge, big moss growing on them. And if you look behind me, I found a cave. If you look up, these rocks go on forever. So high, it's a cliff, and I'm at the bottom of it. Now, let's just chat for a second. Why is it important to get out in nature? The reason I do it is for the fresh air, to get away from electronics and just get out and enjoy myself. Exercise is key. There's so many benefits to being out here and just breathing this fresh air. You remember breathing, right? Now, we can find nature in so many places. You don't have to drive for an hour to get into a national forest. You can do it right in your backyard. I've been to your neighborhood. I know there's trees and trails, and what you really just need to do is grab an adult you trust, like your parents, make sure they say it's okay, and go for a walk and enjoy the outdoors. So let's see what else we can find on this trail. I've gone about 6 miles so far, so I am beat. Lucky for me, I watched Mr. Wheeler's video where he talked about what to bring as our 10 essentials. I got my water, I got my backpack with my food, my first aid kit, and other essential items for hiking. What do you bring when you go for walks? This trail has been a lot of fun. I just came across something amazing though that I want to share with you. Let's take a look. So I don't know if you can tell, but this tree right behind me, almost 100 feet up, has shed its bark. It's normally something you see from animals. They might come and strip the bark with their antlers. But in this case, I don't know what caused it. If you have an idea, you should make a comment below or send me an email, because really, it's remarkable. If you look up the tree, all the way up as high as you can see, the bark is missing. And there it is, I found it. It's all around the bottom of the tree. So here we go. We're walking on these giant pieces of bark. Oh. Let me pick one of these up so you can really see what it's all about. This piece of bark is as tall as I am. Look at that. It's huge and thick. And then you look at the tree, it's also got a tree growing out of it in the shape of a snake. In a lot of cases where trees are growing out of other trees, it's called a nursing tree. But in this case, it's a live tree growing around another live tree. Pretty awesome if you think about it. Anyway, let's go see what else we can find. We've come to a point in our hike where we found the biggest tree yet. Look at the size of this thing. Right here, right here. We're going up, up, up. Still going. Still going all the way. So tall. It's gigantic. Whoa. And then look at it compared to my friend over there. He looks like a little teeny ant compared to this tree. It's amazing. I love nature. Wow, guys, this is kind of rare. When you're out in nature, look for these kind of rocks here. This is a wishing rock. As story goes, you see that ring around it. You run your finger around the ring, and as you do that, you make a wish. Don't tell anybody what you wish for. And then you return that rock to nature. I wonder, if you could have anything, do anything, have any wish, what would you wish for? How could you make that wish come true? What are some things that you would do? Think about it and then make a goal. See what you can do. Make that wish come true. Here we are, come to the end of the hike. It's been a really fun one. Been tiring, but we saw some great views. Big adventure. I want to thank you guys for joining me. And I hope you guys get to go on your own adventures out there in your backyard. And you know, I even sometimes do adventures in my house. We set up a tent in the living room or make our own fort, and then we do a little bit of camping that way. All right, guys, hope to see you again. Sorry, I'm looking off because I heard a noise in the bushes. I'm gonna go see what it is. See you next time.
Welcome back, everybody, for week 5 of specials, or week 6, or whatever it is. Feels like it's been about 5 years. I can't remember. As you can see, I'm wearing my backpack and my camping clothes because this week we're going to go virtual camping. I might even throw a little fire in there so we can sing around the campfire. As you can see back there, behind me, I have my map of Mount Rainier because I go there a lot. And this week it is raining, so I probably wouldn't be going for real this week, but we can go together and sing some songs. Speaking of that, probably the biggest reason, one of the big reasons I became a music teacher is because my family sang a lot all the time. Silly stuff, not very well, really loud, and we were really annoying. But one of the places we sang almost all the time was around campfires, and we were, since I grew up in Montana, we were outside a lot. So we're going to start with a song we sang in week 1, This Land Is Your Land, and we'll be back after that. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forests to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. 'Cause this land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. Well, the person who wrote that song is Woody Guthrie, and lots of his songs are sung around campfires, mostly because a lot of his songs that he wrote were only 3 chords, so even Mrs. Jones can play him. Before we sing another one of his songs, let's learn a little bit about him.
Unquestionably, the most enduring musical figure to emerge from the Dust Bowl era was a man named Woody Guthrie. Why was Woody so popular? What kind of songs did he sing? Woody Guthrie was born in Okemah, Oklahoma in 1912. His father was the first county clerk in Okfuskee County. By the standards of the day, his family was an average, middle-class family. He moved to Pampa, Texas, and started performing with a band known as the Corncob Trio. However, in 1935, he packed up his belongings and headed west with the rest of the Okies. Along the way, he rode in boxcars and jalopies, going from Oklahoma to Kansas, Colorado, and California. During his journeys, he lived amongst the migrant workers, singing to them and about them. He sang to the people who were always too hot, too cold, too hungry, or too poor. He sang old hymns and folk songs, which comforted the migrants and reminded them of home and of simpler times. He also wrote his own music. Many of the songs he wrote were hard-hitting social commentaries about what he saw going on around him, the hardships people were facing, the unemployment, the hunger, and the diseases which ravaged them. He genuinely believed in the ideals he sang about. He didn't believe in the personal ownership of his music. He always said, "These songs didn't cost me anything to write, so you can have them if you want them." He also gave much of the money he made to those who needed it. Throughout his years living in California amongst the migrant workers, he held many different jobs. He painted signs, picked fruit, and washed dishes. He hosted a weekly radio show out of Los Angeles where he was billed as Oklahoma Woody. He even wrote a weekly newspaper column called Woody Says. In 1940, Woody left California and traveled to New York City. It was there that he wrote his most famous song, "This Land Is Your Land," as a protest song. It was also in New York where he finally recorded many of the songs he had been singing for years. RCA made a collection of Woody Guthrie music known as Dust Bowl Ballads. Unfortunately for Woody, he began exhibiting some of the early symptoms of Huntington's disease, the same illness which had inflicted his mother. By the early 1950s, his condition was so bad that he was no longer able to perform, and he spent the final years of his life in and out of the hospital. He died in 1967 at the age of 55. Woody Guthrie changed the world of American music forever. He was one of the first extremely influential singer-songwriters in American history. He inspired countless other songwriters who followed him and continues to do so today.
Our next camp song is by Woody Guthrie too, and I learned it when I was a kid. And it happens to be about a river around here in Washington State. It's the Columbia River. Probably most of you have seen it. Roll On Columbia is the name of the song, and it's actually the official folk song of Washington State. It's not just about the river, but about the dams that were put up along the river and the electricity that was generated by those dams. My family lives in Wenatchee, and there's you can kind of go to an exhibit and watch the salmon go up the fish ladders, and you can they have a whole thing about the electricity in Wenatchee and lots of other places. There's a repeated part of this song which is almost always called the chorus in music. It's one that keeps the same words keep being repeated over and over. And I'll sing it first, and then you can repeat after me. I'm going to go first, and then you can sing after me. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Try that. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Second part. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Try that. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Hard part. Your power is turning the darkness to dawn. Try that. Your power is turning the darkness to dawn. My turn. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your turn. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. The rest of the lyrics will be on the screen as we sing it, and you can always go back and sing it a couple times. All right, here we go. Green Douglas firs where the water cuts through. Down her wild mountains and canyons she flew. The Canadian Northwest to the ocean so blue. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning the darkness to dawn. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. The other big rivers had power to you. Yakima, Snake, and the Klickitat too. The Sandy, Willamette, and Hood River too. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. Everybody, roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning the darkness to dawn. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. At Bonneville now there are ships in the locks. Water has risen and covered the rocks. Shiploads of plenty will steam past the docks. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning the darkness to dawn. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. And on up the river is Grand Coulee Dam, the biggest thing built by the hand of a man to run the great factories and water the land. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning the darkness to dawn. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. One more time. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Roll on, Columbia, roll on. Your power is turning the darkness to dawn. It's roll on, Columbia, roll on. All right, everyone, I'll see you back at the end of the video for a couple more camp songs. Have a good time.
Hey Beechwood Bobcats, Mr. Wheeler here again. I'm really excited about this week's lesson because we're going on a camping backpack adventure. But before we go, there's two things we need to do. Number one, we need to do some training exercises to get ready for that hike through the woods to the beach. And then number two, we're gonna have to load our backpack with some essentials. Not everything that I would take usually, but some of the main essentials so you can get an idea of some of the things you might need to take. So let's get started with our training. First of all, there's a lot of walking, so let's start with walking. Remember, it's not a race. As we walk along on the trail, sometimes you come across obstacles. I see the first one right there. It's a creek. We don't want to get our boots wet, so we're gonna have to hop from rock to rock across the creek, left to right. Here we go. Balance. Don't fall in. Back and forth. Ooh, that was a close one. Keep your arms out for balance. Almost there. Keep going. Watch out for this last rock. It's a doozy. Oh, whew. That was a close one. All right, onward we go. Uh-oh, our next obstacle. A tree's fallen down over the trail. We have to climb up over it. So here we go. Opposite hand and foot. Climb, climb. Keep climbing. I have to go all the way up over this tree. Almost to the top. Whew. Made it. More walking. All right, we made it down to the beach and our campsite. We're gonna try digging some clams in the sand, maybe add that to our dinner tonight. So, feet apart, grab your shovel, and let's start digging. Dig. Throw that sand over your shoulder. Let's do 3 more on this side, and then we'll switch to the other side. 1 more. Switch. Over the shoulder. That's it. I hope we get some good clams. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's a nice clam. Tasty. Put that in my pocket. All right, let's walk down the beach a little ways. Another thing you have to do when you're camping is collect lots and lots of firewood. That firewood, you can't have a campfire. All right, here's a nice spot. Lots of wood. We're gonna bend our knees, pick up the wood, throw it over our shoulder. Bend down, pick it up, throw it. That's it. Gotta collect a lot. Keep going. Pick up that wood and throw it. Pick it up and throw it. Let's get 3 more pieces. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, some of these might be too big. Last one. Oh, What are we gonna do about that? Well, let's head back up to the campsite. One last chore to do. Some of those big pieces of wood, they're really too big for us, so we're gonna have to chop them. Good thing I brought my hatchet. Ready? Hold on to your hatchet or axe, and let's chop. Chop that wood. That way we can have a nice campfire. 2 more on this side. And switch to the other side. Chop. Hold on tight. Don't want the axe to go flying through the air. Might hit your brother or sister, or your mom or dad. Good thing we have a first aid kit. 2 more. Last one. All right. Whew. Nice job, boys and girls. Now, let's get ready to load that backpack. Now it's time to load up our backpack with some essentials we're going to need for our backpacking camping adventure. So, let's see what we're taking. First, you need a tent. You want to keep dry and warm at night. Keep the bugs out. Next, a sleeping pad. Unroll it, blow it up, and you got a nice soft pad to lay on at night. A sleeping bag. You don't want to be cold. Oh, I love this one. It packs down really small, and all you have to do is blow it up. And there, a nice pillow. Perfect. You need some kind of cooking stove. This is a Jetboil. Does a great job boiling water and cooking food. Don't forget your fuel. Without that, the stove's not going to work. Pack plenty of tasty treats. Lasagna. My favorite. Don't forget your water filter. You don't want to drink dirty creek water. You might get sick. And you need a water bottle to put the clean water in. Take a first aid kit. You might get a splinter or a blister. You'll want to be able to clean it up and take care of it. Don't forget a headlamp. You want to be able to see when it's dark. And the last two things, very important. Toilet paper. Don't want to forget that, no. And if you want, bring a nice furry little friend with you. Scaredy Squirrel's going on this trip with me. All right, now I'm gonna put this stuff back in my backpack, throw it on, and I'm gonna head down the trail. You can follow me down a little later. I'll have the camp all set up for us. I'll have a fire going, and I'll be cooking some food. So I'll see you in just a little bit. Bye. Yep.
Welcome back to the end. So there's a lot of songs that are sung by guitar on the campfire, but there's also a lot of songs when you do camping that have funny actions to them and are sung without any kind of instruments at all. We're going to do one of those right now. We've actually done it before this year, and some of you have done it for more than 1 year. So the words go like this. You have to put your hands up like this and go, "Oh, ram, sam, sam, oh, ram, sam, sam." Try that. Oh, ram, sam, sam, oh, ram, sam, sam. And then the next part goes, "Gooly, gooly, 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 ram, sam, sam." Try that. "Gooly, gooly, 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 ram, sam, sam." Then it goes, "Oh, Raffy, oh, Raffy." Try that. "Oh, Raffy, oh, Raffy. Gooly, 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 ram, sam, sam." Go ahead. "Gooly, gooly, 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 ram, sam, sam." All right, the whole thing goes like this. I'll do it once and then we'll do it together. "Oh, ram, sam, sam, oh, ram, sam, sam, gooly, 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 ram, sam, sam, oh, ram, sam, sam, oh, ram, sam, gooly, 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 ram, sam, sam, oh, Raffy, oh, Raffy, gooly, 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 ram, sam, sam, oh, Raffy, oh, Raffy, gooly, 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 ram, sam, sam." All right, let's try it together one more time. If you sang it with me before, just do it again. Here we go. A little faster this time. Ram Sam Sam, Ram Sam Sam, Gooly 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 Ram Sam Sam, Ram Sam Sam, Ram Sam Sam, Gooly 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 Ram Sam Sam, Raffy, Gooly 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 Ram Sam Sam, Raffy, Gooly 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 Ram Sam Sam. And I will post the link to the video. If you did it with me this year, there was the guy that made you sing it faster and faster and faster as you went. That's a fun way to do it. All right, our last song for this week is called "The Tale of the Bear," and I have a friend to help me sing it. His name is Cedric. Say hi, Cedric. Woof. Okay, that was me. Cedric and I are going to sing it, part of it together and part of it separately, like this. The other day, I met a bear, in tennis shoes, a dandy pair. Then we sing it together. The other day, I met a bear, in tennis shoes, a dandy pair. You get the idea? Let's try it. The other day, I met a bear, in tennis shoes, a dandy pair. The other day, I met a bear, in tennis shoes, a dandy pair. He looked at me, I looked at him, he sized up me, I sized up him, he looked at me, I looked at him. He sized up me, I sized up him. He said to me, why don't you run? I see you ain't having any fun. He said to me, why don't you run? I see you ain't having any fun. So I did run, away from there, and right behind me was the bear, so I did run away from there, but right behind me was that bear. Ahead of me, I saw a tree, oh gracious me, ahead of me, I saw a tree, oh gracious me. The nearest branch was 10 feet up, I'd have to jump and trust my luck, the nearest branch was 10 feet up, I'd have to jump and trust my luck. So I did jump into the air, but I missed that branch, away up there, so I did jump into the air, but I missed that branch away up there. Now don't you fret, now don't you frown, cause I got that branch on the way back down, Don't you fret, now don't you frown, cause I got that branch on the way back down. The moral is, no shocking news, no talking bears in tennis shoes, The moral is, no shocking news, don't talk to bears in tennis shoes. That's all there is, there is no more, unless I meet that bear once more, That's all there is no more, unless I meet that bear once more. The end, 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 All right, y'all. I have a little cramp in my puppet hand. Cedric, it's time to go. Say goodbye to the kids. Bye, kids. See you next week. Bye, everybody. See you next week.